seats.
There we are.
All right, please join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Come in and get some fishing lessons from you today.
Give you some fishing lessons?
Yeah, you gotta get them from you.
I catch fish.
Last week you said I didn't know how.
What's that?
Last week you said I didn't know how.
So you didn't know how?
Yeah.
Well, I said you need some tears, wipe up your teardrop. Because I catch a big one, you don't. You need to dry your tears up, what I said.
Justin is supposed to be here to speak about this contract.
He'll be here shortly.
There he is. Justin? You wanna talk about this contract for the bridge? You guys all know Eric's sick today, so I get to, fill
He's
in.
not the only one.
It's always a pleasure to see you. I think I've got it here.
About 2 weeks ago, Eric gave me a copy of this agreement, basically between Secretary of Transportation, KDOT, and the county to fix a bridge. I have reviewed that contract, and it's pretty standard stuff with regards to the language. I think that the funding mechanism on this is a good thing for the county, and it gets the bridge fixed. So there are some expectations that the KDOT does have of the county, but I think they're pretty easy to get to. So
There's a spot somewhere that we need signed. I don't know if you wanna pass one around and just sign one, or how you wanna do it.
Sign one. What's the physical address on this bridge? What road?
160th
Yeah.
and Fern,
Fern,
be
okay.
just south of Fern, roughly quarter mile.
Okay, thank you.
you'll need a motion.
Need a motion to accept the contract?
I make a motion that we enter agreement with Kansas Department of Transportation, also the Secretary of Transportation, on project number 6C as in Charlie, 5152-01 STP-C51201 for bridge replacement. Project number, I already said it, 6C 515201, 160th and Fern.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We all have to sign it.
I believe we'll have to get Ashley to sign or
Yeah.
witness to sign. Good old county. Been cleaning up trees and power lines problems all over the county, of course, the last few days. Other than that, we got BNSF Road, BNSF. We closed the road on Jayhawk Road yesterday from 8 to 2. I was working with them on that. They're supposed to help us with the project out on, I want to say 230th. On railroad crossing there's got a tube needs extended. So, trying to work.
45th. Yeah. Is it, well, yeah, they're on, between Hackberry and Grand.
It's the same road that
Yeah.
the dog,
Oh, so, no, it's on 230th then. Okay, you're right.
so. We also opened the bridge up on Wagon Road, just west of 205th, last Thursday. And we also opened the bridge up on Eagle Road, east of 120th with the concrete. Today we're gonna blast Thomas Quarry between 11 and 1, some point in there. And also want to let everybody know that we're going to open the landfill up till noon on the 31st to try to help out the contractor stuff so we're not getting hammered with trash after the holidays. And also on the windmill company, Jeff Spangler is going to be moving to the O&M building with within the next couple of weeks, they're finishing up his office over there. They're gonna start tearing out that yard that they're working on, but he will still be available until
There's the corner,
then, yes, the one right there at the end of 3 Highway.
3 Highway, yes.
They're gonna start taking them buildings out of there, but he wanted to let us know that they'll still be available, and he's gonna move over to the operations building that's, I believe it's over on, what road would that be? It's a mile off of, is that Fern Road?
So,
Mile, south of 39 Highway.
Right.
So he'll have an office in there, we can still get a hold of him, and he's gonna be here till grass is growing around the tower, so supposed to let everybody know.
Good.
Other than that, I don't have much. You guys got anything?
Just got one. On 35th between Unity and 65 Highway, there's a tree that needs to be cut up.
35th on Unity and 65 Highway?
Yeah, between Unity and 65.
Okay. We'll get that handled today.
Also, I think I've already give you this one of corner of 95th and Unity. Going east, there's a hole on the south side of that culvert. It's rusted clear through. And it's a galvanized tube with concrete ends.
Is that down past the grain bins that are there? Or?
Now, if you go straight north of my place, and the road curves back
Yeah.
east, it's right there,
Right on the curve?
right on the curve.
Okay,
It's a cross culvert.
I sent a guy out the other day to look for that, and he never could find the tube.
Well, it's there. He should have hugged it a little bit closer and he'd found it.
I'll go cut the tree up and see if I can find it later.
one thing I have, please share with whoever did the patch on 230th, did a good job.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Well, at 40 mile an hour, it feels pretty good. I didn't stop and inspect it, but at 40, it's perfect, so. Well, tell them thank you for doing a good job, so.
All right, I'll let them know. Thank
Soldier
you.
at 215,
Okay.
just west of the elevator, or west of the gas station.
Mhm.
There's a bale of hay plugging concrete culvert. Like
Okay.
it fell off a truck. Around the
Gotcha. Soldier and 215.
old highway, Soldier and Old Highway.
Gotcha. That'll work.
So I'll have to give you kudos, because I was going home the other night, after dark, and it was during that high wind we had the other night, and I got up there between Range and Soldier on 95th, and I heard you laughed at my tracks, because I had to lock a Volkswagen up and turn it sideways in the road to keep from running over a big old tree in the middle of the road.
Looked like you had a
So,
fun ride.
oh, I did. So I called Eric, and him and his compadre went over there, and cut that tree up for us before anybody else got to it.
Yep,
Thank you very much.
no problem. I hope you avoided the ditch. It looked like you went right down through it with that Volkswagen.
What happened, you live in Lynn County?
Yeah.
Hey, that's the benefits of living in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
and I love it.
If you ever any more, let us know.
Have a good Christmas.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With Susan and Eric gone, are we still doing this one? Oh, Justin's here.
I'd ask that we amend the agenda and remove the preliminary discussions for acquisition of real property.
I make a motion to remove the executive session for the preliminary discussion of the acquisition of real property.
Second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I'd ask that the commissioners go into an executive session under KSA 75-4319B3 to discuss personnel matters of non-elected identifiable individuals. I'd ask that the three commissioners, myself, Shane Walker, attend that. We'll be discussing two specific non-elected employees about their job performance and future employment with the county, and hopefully there's action after that executive
So
session.
we'll have to amend the agenda for that. I'll make a motion to add an executive session, the 75-4319B1 to discuss personal matters to the agenda.
Didn't say how long, did he?
No, I'm not doing that yet. I'm just amending the
Okay,
agenda.
second.
Yeah, sorry.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Okay. Now we'll do that one. I make a motion to go into executive session under KSA 754319B1 to discuss personal matters of individual non-elected personnel to protect their privacy, to discuss two non-elected personnel, their job functions, job duties. Be the three commissioners, Justin Meeks, Shane Walker.
Yep, and then we'll come back out and go into another executive session with another individual on a
Okay.
personal matter.
How,
10 minutes.
for 10 minutes, we return here at 9:20.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
hit it.
Oh, IT.
Yeah, there we go. Make a motion to resume normal session at 9:20 with action.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so I've got the original contracts. So I'd entertain a motion to sign the memorandum of understanding for the contracts for Shane Walker and Jimmy.
You want to do it? You want me to?
Go ahead.
I make a motion, we enter an agreement with the city of Fort Scott for IT services. And this is a memorandum of understanding that our county council has reviewed, and we need to take action for approval.
Here, a
I
second.
make a motion, yeah.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
You need another executive session, Justin?
Yes.
Under same thing?
Same thing with Mr. Harrington, myself, and the 3 commissioners.
Okay, make a motion to go into executive session, KSA 75-4319B1, to discuss personnel matters of individual non-elected personnel to protect their privacy.
This is dealing with someone's going to be, there's a high potential someone's going to be retiring. And then
So-
there's also potential for action concerning a budget issue.
So,
But that's based off job performance.
so some job performance and a possible retirement. The 3 commissioners, Justin Meeks, Rob Harrington, for 10 minutes, Justin?
Sorry, I'm sorry, I keep walking, trying to figure out what everyone needs in here. Probably 15 minutes.
For 15 minutes, we will
Jim, you
return
want to
here
hand me that
at
Thank you.
9:37.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Anything yet? That thing's not working or what?
You might hit it.
Just slow.
Really slow.
That's how it's called.
Okay. Make a motion to resume normal session at 9:37. I don't think there's no action right now.
I would like to make a comment that, once you guys approve it.
Second it.
Any
Second.
discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
We have found out that Ms. Sin, was our person that helped us during the COVID crisis, has officially announced her retirement from the county. I'd just like to say thank you for what she did. I mean, was a wonderful person to work with, and
Yes. Thank you.
very, very happy. She was a very happy person, so
She will be missed.
she will be missed, actually.
She will be.
Yep. I have a settlement participation form. I'll need a resolution number. I know that Ashley's not here today, but if we can kind of work our way around that a little bit, she can possibly give us the resolution number down the road. We do have a meeting next week, but I'd like to try to get this done and finalized to them sometime this week. This is the opioid litigation that we started many moons ago. There is a settlement participation form. There is a release with the AG's office, and then a legislation authorization form that I need approved today. Basically, what's happened is the settlement has come. We're getting close to a settlement. Obviously, it could still take another year. Just FYI, nothing happens quickly. But basically, Derek Schmidt's office is taking over the litigation. I mean, I'm trying to make a huge story into a really small narrative, so we're not here for 2 hours. But basically, I talked to Mr. Fleming yesterday, who was our lead with the law firm that we hired, and he and I discussed some issues, and we got to get these things in. They're due January 2nd. So I'd like to get them done today, but, if we need to, we can finish them up next week. But I do have these forms that need to be signed and approved by the commission. So basically, we're having Derek Schmidt's office take over the litigation and handle the settlements is basically what this
That
is.
supersedes anything that we've done in the past.
So I have the settlement participation form that allows for Derek Schmidt's office to hopefully come to a resolution.
Let's see, just Lynn needs to sign this, it looks like.
Yeah, Lynn, you've seen a motion and
Okay. Make a motion to allow Chairman O'Hara to sign the settlement participation form. Its governmental entity is Bourbon County. This is for the opioid litigation and Attorney General Smith's office. Justin?
yes.
Attorney General Smith's office will be taking over this case, I guess.
And there'll be a resolution number attached to it.
Well, no, I have the resolution here.
Oh, you
That's
do
our
have the
next, yeah.
resolution number?
That's just a
This
settlement.
participation.
Okay,
Second it.
any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I received this Kansas Opioid Memorandum of Understanding between the Attorney General's Office, the League of Kansas Municipalities, and the Kansas Association of Counties. I was unable to edit it. There is a space issue. We'll get that resolved, but once again, I just need this signed. This basically outlines the possible distribution of the settlement if it occurs. I was unable to edit, so it's kind of a weird.
Make a motion for Chairman O'Hara to sign the Kansas Opioids Memorandum of Understanding between the Attorney General, the League of Kansas Municipalities, and the Kansas Association of Counties. Basically, it would be the payout, if there is any, distribution.
Yes,
basically.
it outlines the distribution.
Outlines
I mean, I'm
distribution if there
simplifying
is
it, but.
any. That allow Chairman O'Hara to sign it.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Then I have an agreement to release and assign claims between us and the Kansas Attorney's office.
Make a motion to allow Chairman O'Hara to sign the agreement to release and assign claims, and this is between Bourbon County, the assignor, and Derek Schmidt, the duly elected Attorney General of the state of Kansas.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
We'll need a resolution number on this, but I would ask the commissioners to approve this with the addition of a resolution number at some point. But a resolution of Bourbon County, Kansas to approve the statewide litigation regarding the opioid epidemic. I mean, obviously, we were ahead of the game on this. And so we've been involved in this longer than some other counties and other municipalities, but basically because of what happened legislatively in House Bill 2079, which basically tied in the settlement and basically will give the funds out to the state based off percentages and things of that nature. So I'd ask that this resolution be approved. It's a single page. I do have today's date.
Make a motion to accept the resolution of Bourbon County, Kansas to approve join the statewide litigation regarding the opioid epidemic. Be adopted this 21st day of December, 2021.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I do have Brian Madden's and Mike Fleming's email addresses on here for the Ashley's office to send these to once they're finalized. So if we can get those to them sooner than later, I'd be grateful. But I'm gonna hand this over to Ashley's office now.
Supposed to wave at my son in New York. I was supposed to wave at my son in New York.
Oh.
He's watching us.
Oh,
I will tell you what he called us all.
got you. Yeah.
It's bad.
I have one other thing. No more executive sessions, though.
Good.
Yeah.
One back behind. There you go.
Our meeting after the New Year's and the holiday, I know we have a meeting next week, but I just want to give you guys an update on the tax sale and also the contract I'm working on for the potential acquisition of, or with Noble. I started that 2 days ago, still working on it. I hope to have a draft for you all to look at sometime hopefully after the new year. We do have another 108 tax foreclosure sales that I'll be filing, petitions I'll be filing after the new year. It might be next week, just depending on how I feel. And then the tax sale itself, Laura Holdridge's office is helping right now get the addresses. I have been contacted by a couple individuals wanting to take pictures of the actual properties. I mean, obviously that was a service that we would pay for. Kind of what I said last time, and I want to reiterate it, that's why I'm bringing it up, is that the specials on the city of Fort Scott have not been waived. So what that means is that if a tear down happened or mowing on those properties, those parcels happen, that fee doesn't go away during the sale. The start of the bid will be, you know, I know a couple of these would be like $8,827.01. Well, my request for the bid is going to be $1 higher, and if no one accepts that bid, it'll go into the land bank. And I have a feeling based off of the parcels and the houses, there's probably potentially 4, maybe 5 houses that might go higher than what the specials are. But if none of those go, I think everything within the city of Fort Scott is going to go into the land bank. So there are some parcels in Fort Scott that don't have any specials, and obviously they'll sell to the highest bidder, but they're far and few between because a lot of them have demos or mowing, things of that nature. So that's why I don't feel like the commission would want to spend funds on properties that are highly improbable that they're going to sell to the general public. I mean, we hope. I mean, obviously we really hope, but I mean, there's a lot here on Main Street that, you know, had a house torn down, an old Victorian house torn down. I bet it was over almost $9,000 for that house to be torn down. There's specials on it of around $1,800. So that opening bid for a lot is going to be close to $11,000. And obviously we would love for that to sell for over 11, but probably not because of the weirdness of the lot. It was an old, really cool Victorian house built into the hill, but it'd be hard to build there now. So that's just one example of many within the city of Fort Scott. Now, outside of Fort Scott, all the other municipalities that we've dealt with, they've waived their specials, and those will sell hopefully to the highest, well, they will sell to the highest bidder. And that could be $1. And that's happened in the city of Fort Scott where a building is sold for $1. It was returned, but there's potential of that. So I just want the general public to know that those specials have not been waived, and there's those opening bids are going to be, some of them are going to be shocking. And I can't go any lower than that opening bid. So, any questions concerning that? And then hopefully, once those get put into the land bank, I know there's people that are already talking about housing developments and making those useful and back on the tax tolls. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We had our morning radio spot, and Matt did emphasize that people need to understand we do have an NRP
In the county.
in the county.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The city, I know, is working on that. Rob Harrington and the city staff I think they're going to vote on it tonight. I mean, I'm a huge advocate for NRPs. They've worked really well for the county, really well.
One of the things that we're having problems with is education. People don't understand that when they do a remodel or they build a new house, they fail to go in and fill out the application. The application's like $50.
Right. Well, the NRP and the land bank kind of walk hand in hand, in my opinion. I mean,
Yes.
they work really well for a person that's going to take the risk. We need housing bad. I mean, I can go down that rabbit hole and talk for an hour about that issue.
Yes,
But
we could.
the real estate agents in town don't have any inventory, and really they talk about a bubble. From what I've read and from my understanding, is that bubble probably is not going to pop anytime soon, just because the demand is so high. And so for people to build, they need a place to do that, and it needs to be cost effective. And so the NRP and the land bank kick in, because the land bank's going to make sure that something gets built there, and then the NRP allows for a person to put maybe a little bit nicer house on that lot than they could afford, just because they're not going to pay the new appraised value on that property for 5 years if it's residential or commercial 10, or in the city downtown is 15 for a historical district. So
Very good. Let's take a break.
Merry Christmas, commissioners, too.
Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Not till then.
Yeah, I can't publish that. It would take up pages.
Oh,
I'm trying to save taxpayers.
well, I
Yeah.
know, okay.
Yeah, but the amount, the opening bid amount will be on when you have the.
If I come in and you hand me a sheet of paper.
Yeah, that day of the bid, I'll have the list and it'll show what the opening bid's gonna be.
Okay.
So I don't mess up.
Can someone call and find out what that, on a particular property?
Yeah, well, once Christmas, once the New Year's over with, I'm gonna spend every weekend on that tax sale.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Ms. Holder's house gave me the real address, and then I'll go back and back over.
Yeah, okay.
So when you publish that, there was address and phone
No,
number. You just have to look them up yourself.
yeah, well, I'm gonna have that for Ms. Holdridge.
Okay.
You're listening, Glenn, you're listening.
I am.
If I was in a file there, what they said was sales market.
I know there've been several in the past talk about, somebody lived right next door to one that was condemned or whatever, and they would like to have that lot.
Well, they didn't use that, it's just like,
Whatever it is.
Yeah, me too.
it's a farm property, east of New York. You buy it, put it like partnership or something. Basically, Chef, spend more time there. But he got a fire sale. And he bought it. And a tax sale. And a lot of that happens like that. And the thing, and I juggling, do they have enough money to pay for this type of stuff? When you think about it, it saves the taxpayers a lot of money when people are able to still live in their homes because they're not in a assisted living building. That's very expensive.
It is. Kinda wish there was,
Yes.
you know, there are things, services out there to help us stay in your home, but,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not, maybe not quite as developed as they should be or something. I don't know, there just seems to be something.
Yeah, right.
They're having problems now being able to find one.
Well, and then you have to ask,
Acid.
you have,
Yeah, yeah. All right, we'll get out there.
Clients is in the assisted care facility
All right.
here in,
Good, thank you.
101 or 102 years old, and she lived out there until she was 100 years old. Oh, yeah. But she fell a couple times.
yes, when they start doing that.
Yeah. In our county, Oh, yeah. She's sharp as a tack. Very opinionated.
oh, no, good.
She didn't hear real good, but.
Fifties or sixties, you're getting old.
I
You're not even halfway there yet.
she probably diapers a lot, thanks. But the bottom line is, I went in and mowed her grass for her, and I had been a blade on her lawnmower. I didn't tell her that, I just wouldn't, I didn't charge her for it, I wouldn't buy another blade. And I wouldn't charge her to mow her grass either, I used her lawnmower. She found out about that, and she was just furious at me that I would do that for free.
Why not? I mean.
Well, Faye had a little money, but that wasn't the issue. I mean, she was family friend, and so
Oh, you bet it.
I did, I hit something out there. Oh, wasn't that big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, she was furious.
Oh,
We're about done, right?
Hmm?
We're about done, I think. All right.
I know, it's been time, you breaks up your spine.
Yeah. That seems like it is.
And the next time I come over and mow, she made me come up and she gave me
Pardon?
like $120 a week.
Was this common?
She literally
Who,
got out on
Eric?
the porch to watch us make sure I
Oh,
didn't
no.
escape.
I thought what you just did was his common.
Like I cared.
No.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Hard to believe it's Christmas. Hard to believe I've been sitting here almost a year.
You
I feel like it doesn't.
Doesn't?
I thought maybe it would feel like it was longer.
No, not to me it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, see,
I thought about it the other day.
Yeah.
Laura Holdridge does have the list with the addresses on it, so it's there.
Turn my mic off for a minute.
Why not? Just asking questions. I don't need to know.
Published in the newspaper with the address.
Well, I had to say today, yes.
You're talking about Texas? You're talking about
Yeah, I
Texas?
say, yeah.
I
leave it
You
at
mean like all the properties?
Yes.
The ones that's being
Third term?
sold.
Parcels?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I don't know.
no, I looked in there, they work with
Yeah, I
that.
don't think so. I
As
might
long
just
as things
leave
are
it.
other counties.
I leave it up to the people. They want me to stay, I'll stay. They want me to go home, I'll go home.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. I
I don't think they'll let us.
Yeah, same
Like,
here.
for legal,
Yeah.
privacy
I
reasons.
enjoy it. Most of it.
Most days.
Not always.
Some days.
No one probably road driving, right?
Oh, how is that different?
I'm not positive.
How is that different than publishing?
Okay. Finance director is sick. Public comment.
Just a conversation about the SRO officer. Has there been any?
No, not right
With the
now.
district or with the city?
I met with the mayor as a citizen, and I met with a school board member. We're just still early discussions.
Early discussions.
Justin's doing some review process, my understanding, with the city attorney. So I know that the city and the school board, at this time, I think will go forward with or without us. I don't know that to be a fact, but it's still working, yes.
Still in the process?
Still in the process.
Still in the process. All righty.
You had something about the, when is the?
I asked Justin.
Okay, cool.
Clint, you got anything?
I haven't.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, sir. Merry Christmas to you, Ann.
All right, commissioner comment. I don't have anything.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
I'd like to thank all the citizens of Bourbon County, wish them Merry Christmas that's listening, and hope they have a Happy New Year.
And we
Same
are
here.
having a commission meeting next week on the 28th at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it is.
Also, we need to understand we're going to have another executive session at Bourbon County Ready at 9:30. So
Yeah, I'm just fit to
Did you get that on the agenda?
I'll be here because I think we're moving our pheasant trip.
Ah,
I'm trying to keep up with my youngest grandson, so. Anyway.
that's a job right there.
It is, so.
All right, entertain a motion.
Okay. So, meeting next week, here 9 o'clock.
Yes,
Bourbon County Ready at 9:30?
yes.
Okay, I got it.
Make a
And I'm
motion.
sure there's other things that will be on the agenda.
Oh, yeah,
I know we have budget amendments coming up also.
yeah. Make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
How's
Motion
that,
carried.
Loretta? How was that?
That was good.